On.
Without anything.
No, get in here. Inside. Just go to the corner.
Okay.
Right here. Come here. Tom.
I'm here?
Right here. Watch
No way! Are you kidding?
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
Come over here.
Wait, I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. Get in here.
Oh
Bro.
my god. Wait.
Glitched. Hey guys, Dominator here with another Inside the Mind episode. In this first clip that we're going to go over, which is the last clip I left you in the first episode, it's the approach to the last fight with 3 squads and we only have 2 remaining. We also have our teammates' banner. So we're going to go over things like ring positioning and how to approach with regard to the ring as it's closing in on you. Obviously, it's a last ring, close to, so it's going to hit a little harder if you're stuck in it. Where do you want to position yourself if you don't know where the enemy is at the time? We're also going to go over the high ground versus low ground, another universal FPS thing. We need to have high ground to win fights. It's a much more beneficial situation. And how do we utilize that with regard to what we have available in our last fight? We're also going to go over knowing your enemy. There are a lot of details here. This is going to be the kind of nerdy little small numbers that you don't really think about, but they play a huge factor in knowing how to approach your enemy. Specifically, we're going to go over Rampart's tactical, ults, and fire rates. We're also going to go over sound cues again. These things are universal FPS, especially in Apex Legends. The sound cues are huge. You need to know how far away an enemy is, what they're firing with, and that can help you win a fight. We're also going to go over the mobile respawn beacon. Does anyone here know how long it takes to call a mobile respawn beacon down? How long does it take to call a banner in? And how long does it take to get your teammate back into the fight from a mobile respawn? Or respawn beacon in general? That's important. You got to know those things. And we're going to talk about positioning. Then we're going to go over correcting our mistakes because not every single engagement is a win. Not every single engagement is perfect. We always have to keep improving, and that's the only way we're going to get better is to learn from our mistakes. So let's go over those things right now. Okay, so we're approaching a fight. We have our teammates' banner. We have one teammate with us. We're going up a hill. We're trying to keep as close to the ring as possible. If you guys see, we're approaching the ring, and that ring is on the slower side of our approach, which means it's closer to the next hill. So we're trying to be mindful of that and keep that in mind as we go up, as we're playing kind of at a disadvantage with 2 instead of 3 squad mates currently. So there's other pieces of cover right here that we can see, and we're going to use that to kind of scope out the situation before approaching the fight, or at least continuing up this hill. Now our teammate's a Bloodhound. He uses his tactical, but that's kind of signaling like the other team to use their. They're obviously playing the sound cue, so they're going to fire back on us. And we see this as a Rampart that we're approaching. Okay, so we're approaching a fight with a Rampart. We need to know some things before approaching the fight. I know I told you guys in the beginning of this video that I'd go over it in detail, and I will, but I'm not going to go over it in exhausting detail. I'm going to leave the facts here for you guys to write down, pause, go back, digest at your leisure. But let's just go over these things quickly, and we can get back into the fight. Okay, so a Rampart, or any legend in Apex Legends, has 3 things: a passive, a tactical, and an ultimate ability. Rampart's passive is called the Modded Loader. It has a mag size and heat capacity increased by 15%. That means she has more bullets and she can fire longer with things like the L-Star or her minigun before they overheat. That's big. Reload and recharge speeds on LMGs and miniguns increase by 25%. That's huge too, because that minigun also has an unlimited amount of bullets that she can reload, but if she's fast with that, or faster than any other legend, it's a big ultimate. Her tactical is called Amp Cover. Those are the walls behind her. The walls block all incoming damage, but increase outgoing damage by 20%. She gets 3 of them at any point in time, but she can have a total of 5 on the field if she has enough cooldown time between when she deploys them. Now, each part of those walls are different HPs. The window part has 175, which is the amped part. The base, which is the metal, has 400. Each one of those walls takes 3 seconds to deploy, but if you get to shoot it within the 3 seconds it's being built, it destroys it entirely and puts it on cooldown for her. Now, Her ultimate ability, which is what we're going up against, is the Sheila minigun. It has 360 HP, a 14 damage per bullet with a 2x head multiplier. Keeping it spinning also helps fire faster, so you don't have to charge it up. Think more like a devotion before it gets really like ramped up. Rampart, get it? So anyway, but the accuracy in the same kind of breath. Like the Devo is really bad at the start, but that gets really accurate the more you fire it. So that helps when she's firing it longer, and with her passive, that max size reload recharge speed. It also can be toggled between 1 to 3x, so she can see you a pretty good range out on the field. So you do need to keep your distance and approach it with caution. All right, so that's it. That's the more you know. Let's get back into the fight. Okay, we're back in the fight. I throw a thermite at that Sheila and amped cover to try and get some damage. I don't, but I'm going to keep throwing my fire and focus my fire there. I luckily get some hit markers, so I'm going to keep my reticle pointed there, and I get the knock. Now I'm going to try and heal up again because I'm really afraid of what, the situation. We're a disadvantaged team. Now I hear a sound cue. Somebody's sweeping around me. I get up top. I have a Mastiff. Really bad angle for this person. Get the knock, get the elims. Now it's a 2... Well, it's 2 squads left, so 2 of us, 3 of them, we're going to assume. So I'm just trying to find supplies like batteries or cells or anything like that, because I think this last fight's going to be tough, but we have a lot of cover here, so we can probably get some things going with retreating and getting more shields. I find a mobile respawn beacon. Now, I position this mobile respawn beacon in between boxes to give our teammate the best cover. Now, if you know anything about the mobile respawn beacon, once you activate the mobile respawn beacon, it's 15 seconds for the animation for it to drop from the sky. That animation. Now, once you have that animation, or it's down, now you have 6 seconds to animate the calling in of the banner. And then from that animation, when you call in the banner, you have another 18 seconds for that friend to drop from the dropship. They call in an airstrike right now. I'm panicked. I'm trying to figure out where's cover. I'm trying to avoid that tidal wave effect of first bombs go first and last bombs go last. I mistakenly go down the hill. I'm going down the hill. I'm trying to avoid it. I don't get it. I don't avoid it. Now I'm trying to shield up. I'm really panicked because I don't know if they're going to be fully shielded, what their situation's looking like. I want to be full health. I'm trying to find where to throw cover fire. I find that they're right by the Sheila area. So now we're trying to hold. I'm trying to hold this stronghold position behind our boxes. That's as much cover as we can give ourselves, and as much advantage as I think we can give ourselves. Again, I'm shielding up now. I'm really afraid of any other teammates come or enemies coming. I see they came. That wingman shot really did some damage. I shielded up again. My teammate gets knocked. Now I have the Mastiff CQC knock her down again. There by the Sheila, I saw. I'm going to shield up full to try and give myself the best advantage at the time for the fight. I hear that caustic ult. It slows me down. They melt me. Two shots to 1, and then they melt my teammate. Now,
we tried. That was a tough
There are
one.
some big improvements we could have made.
Guys.
Less panicked movements, less panicked decision-making, smarter choices. We definitely need to go over some things here. Let's break it down a little slower so we can give you guys pieces of advice and where I can also improve myself. Okay? Okay, here's the rundown. Quick. Ring position. First thing we want to do, keep that ring as close to us as possible. Nobody can sneak up behind us. And that outer ring, close as we can to the new ring so it goes even slower. We can slowly creep up. Huge benefit to that. 2, you know the drill. High ground versus low ground. High ground wins. Keep it. Remember our friend Rampart. Number 3, nerd out. Know your enemy. Know the little details about them. That way you can engage them. You know their strengths, their weaknesses. It'll help you win a fight. Number 4, sound effects. Every single time sound effects. These are important. Use them. Number 5, continue to nerd out more, guys. Push those glasses up even higher. We got to learn a little bit more even about the equipment that we're using, that mobile respawn, how many seconds. Go back and review it. Takes a while, but it helps to know. And number 6, film study. Guys, I'll tell you right now, I've been going through these videos, trying to make them for you guys, and I can't tell you how much I'm learning about my own gameplay and how much that has helped me improve in my new gameplay, in the stream that I'm doing. It's unbelievable. Film study. Peyton Manning had it. He studied film like 24 hours a day. We got to do film study, learn from our mistakes, and continue to improve. Okay, here's the final clip. We're approaching a fight. We notice there's fighting inside. We know there's 2 doors to exit, but we know that they're fighting in there, so we're going to spam a bunch of grenades and hopefully get some damage, hopefully get some knocks. Now, our teammate's going to push in with his ult. He is now fully in the room. Now, we have another position, which I like to call the Raptor position. We're going to sweep around and see if anybody is exiting the room. We do catch somebody. He was caught in that ult, so he's moving a little slowly, but it was only a knock, so we got to find the other person. I just missed them, but then I found them. Thank goodness for that L-star. Now, we're about to get third-partied. My teammate's in a really unfavorable position to engage here. I think it's a full squad, so I'm about to back up. I don't feel really comfortable about this position that I'm in. I noticed that person is still knocked, so they might be feeding information. Remember that little guy? He might be feeding information. That might be the other squad's down teammate. So I'm going to try and find where he is. I'm going to thirst him right here, as you can see. And then this is that high ground versus low ground scenario. As always, I'm at the low ground. I don't feel really comfortable about pushing in. It might be 2 versus 1. My teammate's feeding me information by pinging that the team is there. So I'm going to sweep around again to try and get this quote-unquote Raptor position to try and surprise the other team. Luckily, it just, kind of came to me here. It was a mirage. He was just running out. And I got to kill him and thirst him, or whatever you want to call it, and finish him off. So it was only one more person, and we got the squad. We got the banner for the respawn. Oh my gosh, it's nighttime already. It was daytime when I started this clip. I've already changed my clothes. I was sweating. There was so much going on. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, share it. I'd suggest going back over it. There was a ton of information that we went over. There's still more that you probably dig into deeper. So if you liked what you saw, make a comment below. Let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. But this is going to be the Inside the Mind series that I'm going to hopefully bring to you on a weekly basis. And guys, if you liked what you saw in the gameplay, come by my Twitch, twitch.tv/the_Dom1Nader. We have a lot of fun on Twitch live. I stream every Tuesday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, guys, I hope to see you around next time. Keep improving. See ya.